Good evening, Brian. It's Tuesday. First off, I'm so sorry that work has been so crazy lately and so physically demanding and so long. I definitely understand how that feels, and it's no fun. I also definitely understand the feeling of getting home from work late and not really having the energy or to vlog, or forgetting about vlogging, or finishing dinner and then passing out and going to sleep and not getting a vlog recorded until the next morning. So I think you're good. It's okay. That happens to both of us for sure. But I'm just glad you got it up, and I hope that today was at least a little bit less stressful and long and hard as yesterday. So hopefully today was a little bit more enjoyable. Second, I hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. I realized that based on your vlog, it didn't sound like you had Monday off, so it wasn't really a long weekend for you, but still I hope it was enjoyable nonetheless. I had a pretty great time, actually. Thursday night was a work function, as I think I mentioned last week, so that was fun. And Friday was a pretty slow day at work, just sort of, wrapping up from that and doing some things around the office, but it was pretty chill. And then I had a 3-day weekend. I was off yesterday, and it was pretty nice. One of the cool things was that, Sunday, not yesterday, Sean and Jacqueline were in town for another reason. They were checking out a store and had to swing by Sean's mom's house, but they needed to swing by and pick up some decorations from their wedding that we had borrowed to use. So they stopped by, and initially they were only going to stop by for a few minutes, but on the way over here they realized they were really hungry and didn't want to wait until they got back home to Charlotte to eat, so they decided to see if we wanted to go out for dinner, go out with them to dinner. And we ended up going to Crafted, which is good. We had planned to go to Crafted a couple weekends ago when they were also in town, and it didn't work out. So they had never been before, and it was a really good time. We all enjoyed it. They enjoyed it as their first time going, and they actually ended up coming back to our apartment, and we all just sort of hung out, and then it was sort of late, and they didn't decide to drive back to Charlotte that late at night, so they ended up staying over. It was really fun. We all just sort of stayed up chatting and having a good time, and it was nice to catch up because we haven't really seen each other for an extended amount of time since our wedding. So it was really nice to get to catch up with them and visit with them. So that was a pretty cool way to sort of enjoy the extra day of the long weekend. However, not all of the events this weekend that transpired were great. About sometime early afternoon on Sunday, maybe around 2 or 1:30 or something, somebody in the adjacent apartment complex to ours ended up calling in a hostage situation. So our apartment complex and the neighboring apartment complex that's right next to ours was filled with probably 2 to 3 dozen police cars. They cordoned off a whole big area. Lulu was able to leave, but I was out grocery shopping when this happened, and I was not able to get back into our complex. They had all the entrances blocked off and were not letting people in. So that was interesting. I ended up parking in a nearby parking lot for a while with a bunch of other tenants who got stuck out there. We were all just sort of waiting to see what would happen, and saw a number of cop cars come through, and eventually even a SWAT car come through. However, it turns out that apparently it was some kind of a false report. I haven't seen any specific details yet, whether it was a purposeful false report or if the person making the report had the wrong information. But yeah, apparently they called all those police and did all the things and tried to figure out what the situation was, and ended up busting down someone's apartment door, and it was not a real hostage situation. Everyone was accounted for, everybody was fine. It was a false alarm. So that was definitely kind of a crazy way to have things happen on the weekend. It was definitely weird, not something you see every day. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, Brian. It was sort of a little bit of a life update. If you have any important thoughts about the things I mentioned, I'd love to hear them tomorrow on your vlog on Wednesday, and I hope you have a great night.